Across our planet, a silent, ancient rhythm pulses through the wild. It is a call to move, an instinct etched into the DNA of countless species. This is the story of migration. Epic sagas of endurance, courage, and survival. From the sun-scorched plains of Africa to the frozen poles, life is in constant motion, driven by the search for food and the urge to reproduce. Join me, Glory, as we witness the 10 most astonishing migrations in the animal kingdom. Prepare to be captivated by tales of immense herds, ocean wanderers, and tiny insects on colossal voyages. The Great Migration is about to begin, and you have a front row seat. Our journey begins on the Serengeti, where over 1 million wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles follow the reins in a relentless pursuit of survival. This superherd moves in a colossal circular trek, shaping the ecosystem as they go. The air thrums with the sound of hooves, a river of life flowing across Africa. But danger is everywhere. Lions, hyenas, and cheetahs stalk the herd, preying on the vulnerable. The greatest test comes at the riverbanks, where the Mara and Grumeti rivers, swollen by rains, become deadly obstacles. One wildebeest leaps, triggering a chaotic stampede into the churning water. Beneath the surface, Nile crocodiles await, striking with terrifying speed. Many perish, but their sacrifice feeds the river's guardians and sustains the cycle. Survivors clamber up muddy slopes, exhausted but alive, pressing on toward green pastures. Despite immense losses, most endure, conquering the river and continuing their quest. This is the Great Wildebeest Migration, a timeless, brutal, breathtaking drama of survival. The journey shapes the land, the predators, and the very rhythm of the savannah. It is nature's grandest spectacle. From the Serengeti, we turn to the monarch butterfly, a traveler of impossible delicacy and resilience. Each autumn, millions embark on a 3,000-mile journey from North America to Mexico, guided by ancient instinct. This is a multi-generational relay. The butterflies that begin the journey are not the ones who return. The southbound supergeneration lives up to 8 months, conserving energy for the flight. Monarchs navigate using the sun, an internal clock, and even the Earth's magnetic field. They ride thermal currents, face storms and predators, and search for dwindling milkweed. Upon reaching Mexico, millions cluster in fir forests, turning trees vibrant orange. Here they rest for winter, awaiting spring to begin the journey north, laying eggs for the next generation. The monarch's Odyssey is a fragile, beautiful, and mysterious pilgrimage. Each butterfly is a vessel of hope, carrying its species' future. Meet the Arctic tern, a seabird whose life is defined by perpetual summer. It holds the record for the longest migration, over 50,000 miles each year from the Arctic to the Antarctic and back. Their route is a complex, meandering path following winds and rich feeding grounds. Agile flyers, terns can even sleep while flying, skimming the ocean for food. They nest in the Arctic's endless daylight, then chase summer to the Antarctic as the seasons turn. By living in constant summer, they maximize feeding and breeding opportunities. After months in Antarctic waters, they return north to raise the next generation. The Arctic tern's journey is a staggering feat of navigation and endurance. It is nature's ultimate marathon. In the North American Arctic, caribou herds undertake a monumental migration across the tundra. The porcupine herd, nearly 200,000 strong, travels over 3,000 miles each year. Pregnant females lead the charge north to calving grounds, racing against time and the elements. The journey is fraught with frozen rivers, mountain passes, and unpredictable weather. Wolves, grizzlies, and eagles shadow the herd, preying on the vulnerable. Survival depends on stamina, strength, and the safety of numbers. Once calves are strong, the herd returns south to wintering forests. This ancient cycle shapes the Arctic ecosystem, sustaining predators and nourishing the land. The caribou's migration is a vital heartbeat in the frozen north. It is a story of endurance and adaptation. We plunge into the ocean to follow the humpback whale on one of the longest mammal migrations. Humpbacks spend summers in polar waters, feasting on krill and fish, then swim thousands of miles to tropical breeding grounds. In warm, sheltered seas, calves are born and nurtured, safe from the cold. The whales fast during this time, relying on stored blubber. Navigation remains a mystery. Humpbacks may use magnetic fields, the sun, and even ocean topography. Their haunting songs travel for miles, serving as communication and perhaps navigation. After months of mating and calving, mothers and calves make the long journey back north. This round trip is a fundamental rhythm of the ocean, powered by instinct and memory. The humpback's migration is a journey of scale, song, and survival. It is the ocean's great Odyssey. In the rivers of the Pacific Northwest, salmon undertake a heroic upstream battle. After years at sea, they return to their birthplace, guided by an extraordinary sense of smell. Entering freshwater, they stop feeding and transform, fueled only by stored energy. They leap waterfalls, fight rapids, and face predators, bears, eagles, and more. Those who survive reach their natal streams, dig nests, and lay eggs. Their life ends here, but their bodies nourish the ecosystem, feeding forests and streams. The salmon run is a cycle of sacrifice and renewal. Each fish's journey is a testament to determination and instinct. The struggle shapes entire landscapes and sustains countless lives. It is nature's ultimate act of devotion. The river's pulse is the salmon's legacy. On Christmas Island, 50 million red crabs transform the rainforest each year in a synchronized march to the sea. Triggered by the first rains, a living crimson carpet flows from the forest, covering roads and buildings. The crabs goal to mate and release eggs into the ocean, timed precisely with the moon and tides. The journey is perilous: dehydration, and vehicles threaten their survival, but locals build bridges and close roads to help. Males arrive first, dig burrows, and fight for territory. Females follow, mate, and wait for the perfect tide to release up to 100,000 eggs each. The sea turns black with larvae, which drift for a month before returning as tiny crabs. This synchronized spectacle is a marvel of instinct and timing. The island's ecosystem depends on this annual migration. The red crab's march is a stunning display of nature's unity. It is a crimson tide of life and renewal. The forest and sea are forever linked by this ritual. The leatherback turtle, ancient mariner of the seas, undertakes vast transoceanic migrations. With a flexible shell, it dives deep for jellyfish, traveling thousands of miles between feeding and nesting grounds. Guided by Earth's magnetic field, leatherbacks navigate with astonishing precision. Females return to their birth beaches, hauling themselves ashore to lay eggs under cover of darkness. After nesting, they disguise the site and return to the sea, repeating the journey several times each season. These epic voyages connect distant oceans and generations. The leatherback's endurance is a testament to its ancient bond with the sea. It is a living link to Earth's distant past. The bar-headed goose performs one of the most extreme migrations, flying over the Himalayas to winter in India. They soar at altitudes above 29,000 feet, where oxygen is scarce and temperatures are deadly cold. Special hemoglobin and efficient lungs allow them to thrive in the thin air. Their flight path follows ridges and valleys, taking advantage of air currents and minimizing time at the highest altitudes. In a non-stop flight, they conquer the world's highest peaks, descending into Indian wetlands for winter. When spring returns, they repeat the journey north to breed. The bar-headed goose is a supreme athlete of the sky. Its migration is a breathtaking triumph of adaptation. Life finds a way even in the death zone. In Botswana, Burchell's zebras undertake Africa's longest terrestrial migration, a rediscovered Odyssey. With the rains, thousands trek over 300 miles from the Chobe River to the Makgadikgadi salt pans. Their journey is orderly, single-file, and relentless, driven by memory and instinct. Predators lie in wait, but zebras rely on vigilance and numbers for safety. Upon reaching the pans, they feast and raise their young before returning north as the land dries. This migration shapes the landscape and sustains the ecosystem. The zebra's journey is a symbol of resilience and wild secrets rediscovered. It is a testament to nature's power to endure and adapt. The long walk to water is a story of hope. As our journey ends, we are left in awe of these incredible travelers. Each migration is a story of struggle, resilience, and connection. Threads that bind ecosystems and drive the rhythm of life. These odysseys remind us of nature's raw spirit and the lengths life will go to survive. Their stories are also tales of vulnerability in a changing world, dependent on open pathways and pristine habitats. Reflect on the wonder of these migrations and the will that propels a butterfly or whale across continents and oceans. Thank you for joining me, Glory, on this exploration of life's greatest journeys. The world is full of wonders, if we only take the time to look.